everyone. Welcome to Swayam course of Microbial Technology. Myself Dr. Tanushree Chatterjee, Associate Professor in Department of Biotechnology from Chhattisgarh Swami Vivekanand Technical University, will be discussing about introduction, history and scope of microbiology. Today we embark on a fascinating journey into the miniature world of microorganisms and their profound impact on various aspects of human life. Microbial technology is a field that examines the application of microorganism to solve practical problems and enhance human endeavors, from brewing beer to cleaning up environmental pollutants, from producing antibiotics to generating renewable organisms. Application of microbial technology are vast and ever expanding. In this lecture series, we will delve into the fundamental of microbial technology. In this lecture, you will learn about the different field of microbiology. You will gain knowledge about the historical perspective in microbiology and knowledge about the different branches of microbiology. You will learn also the scope and importance involved in microbiology and about the application of various fields in microbiology. In this topic, we will first discuss about the microbial technology, microbiology, its history and scope. The science that studies microorganism is called microbiology. Microbiology is named from three Greek words: micros, which means little, bios, which means life, and logos, which means study. For the unaided eye, microorganisms are small and invisible. Thus, the only way to examine and study them is with a microscope. Microorganisms are microscopic, milli or micron sized living organisms that are subcellular or cellular and undetectable to the naked eye. Microorganisms are classified the following two groups: prokaryotic microorganisms. These include cellular organisms like bacteria, cyanobacteria, viruses, subcellular living things like prions, virids and viruses. Eukaryotic microbes, these includes cellular microbes belonging to following groups: algae, for example Chlamydomonas diatoms; fungi, for example yeast, rhizopus, protozoans, plasmodium and amoeba. Microorganisms are essential components of the ecosystem, playing vital roles in organic and inorganic material, recycling and maintaining biosphere stability. They serve as the base of many food chains and webs, impacting the entire ecosystem. Microbes are increasingly utilized in bioremediation, breaking down pollutants, industrial waste and household garbages. Some microorganisms contain substances with potential medicinal benefits, such as a protein lectin in edible mushrooms that can inhibit cancer cell multiplication. Endophytic fungus Taxomyces andrense is used to produce Taxol, an anti-tumor compound used in cancer treatment, originally obtained from the bark of Taxus brevifolia. You can see in this pictorial representation. Now, history of microbiology starting from the Antony von Leeuwenhoek from 1632 to 1723, era of the Antony von Leeuwenhoek. Leeuwenhoek's discovery of microorganism renewed the controversy. Some proposed that microorganism arose by spontaneous generation, even though larger organisms did not. They pointed out that boiled extract of hay or meat would give rise to microorganism after sitting for a while. His contribution to the study of bacteria and protozoa, he is known as the father of bacteriology and protozoology. He created the first basic microscope with a 300x magnification. He observed bacteria from his teeth scrap under the microscope invented by him, and he named them as animalcules. In addition, he found protozoans including amoeba and paramecium in rainwater ditches. Then the era of the Louis Pasteur, 1822 to 1895, he is considered as father of microbiology. He proved the theory of biogenesis and disproved the theory of spontaneous generation, that is known as abiogenesis. He worked on souring of wine and beer and found that this alcohol spoilage is due to the growth of undesirable organisms, while the desirable microorganism produce alcohol by a chemical process that is called fermentation. He showed that wine did not spoil if it is heated to 50 to 60 degree centigrade for a few minutes. This method is called pasteurization. Now, widely used in dairy units, as we all know, to kill pathogenic microorganism in milk. He is a founder of germ theory of disease, as he visualized that diseases are caused by microorganism. He differentiated between aerobic and anaerobic bacteria and coined the term anaerobic to refer the organism that do not require oxygen for growth. Then the era of Robert Koch in 1843 to 1912. Robert Koch created the first culture technique ever used to cultivate bacteria in a lab. He found that man-made tuberculosis was caused by bacteria. He created the first staining method using either basic or acidic dye to color the microorganism. In 1905, he received the Nobel Prize in medicine for developing disease related theories. These days, they are known to Koch postulates. Perfected many bacteriological techniques and known as father of practical bacteriology. He discovered Vibrio cholerae, the causative agent of cholera disease. Then Robert Koch in 1843 to 1910, examining a specimen in his laboratory. You can see in this pictorial representation, he is in his lab examining a specimen. Then Alexander Fleming, he provided knowledge about the antibiotic penicillin. We all know about the penicillin. In 1945, He received the Nobel Prize for his work. He investigated the activity of blood-borne bacteria and how they reacted to antibiotics. He was involved in antibacterial materials, that is harmful to microbiological bodies, but not to human bodies. In the animal tissue, he found lysosomes, which are bacteriolytic substances. He created a technique to investigate how sensitive bacteria are to antibiotics. Fleming was associated with two major discoveries, lysozyme and penicillin. Then the golden age of microbiology. In golden age of microbiology, Louis Pasteur work with swan neck flask initiated the golden age of microbiology. Between 1857 and 1914, significant discoveries were made in identifying disease causing microbes. There were advancement in understanding microbial metabolism during this period. Techniques for isolating and characterizing microbes saw considerable improvement. So, scientists recognize the role of immunity in disease prevention and microbial control. Vaccines were developed as a result of these discoveries. Techniques to prevent infection during surgical procedures were introduced. Then modern era of microbiology. In modern era of microbiology, many fields of human endeavor, including the development of pharmaceutical products, the use of quality control methods in food and dairy product production, the control of disease causing microorganism in consumable waters, and the industrial application of microbiology. Microorganisms are used to produce vitamins, amino acid, enzymes and growth supplements. They manufacture many foods including fermented products, for example, sour cream, yogurt and buttermilk, as well as other fermented food such as pickles, sauerkraut, bread and alcoholic beverages. One of the major area of applied microbiology is biotechnology. In this discipline, microorganisms are used as living factories to produce pharmaceuticals that otherwise could not be manufactured. These substances include the human hormone, for example, insulin, the antiviral substance interferon, numerous blood clotting factors and the clot dissolving enzymes and a number of vaccines. Bacteria can be re-engineered to increase plant resistance to insects and frost, and biotechnology will represent a major application of microorganism in the next century. You can see in this pictorial representation the steps of Koch's postulate used to relate a specific microorganism to a specific disease. First, microorganisms are observed in a sick animal, then we cultivate in the lab, then the organisms are injected into a healthy animal and the animal develops the disease. Then after that the organisms are observed in the sick animal and re-isolated in the lab. In recognition of the relationship between microorganism and the disease, prior beliefs is that the disease attributed to supernatural forces, miasmas and imbalances among the four humors. Four humors are blood, phlegm, yellow bile and black bile, widely accepted since Galen's time. In emergence of germ theory, Agostino Bassi in 1773 to 1856 demonstrated in 1835 that silkworm disease was caused by a fungal infection, suggesting microbial organism or microbial origin for many diseases. M. J. Berkeley in 1845 proved the great potato blight of Ireland was caused by a water mold. Like that, Heinrich de Berry in 1853 showed smut and trust fungi caused cereal crop diseases. Louis Pasteur invested the pebrine disease of silkworm, that is in late 19th century, attributing it to a protozoan parasite. Some indirect evidences are also there. For example, Joseph Lister in 1827 to 1912, he developed antiseptic surgery based on Pasteur's findings, using heat sterilization and phenol to prevent microorganism entry into wounds. Lister's successful approach in 1867 provided indirect evidence for the role of microorganism in disease, as phenol, which kills bacteria, also prevented wound infection. Some techniques for the studying microbial pathogen, if we see, first is solidifying agent for culture media. Koch first tried solidifying media with gelatin, but it was not ideal as it can be digested by many bacteria and melts at temperature over 28 degrees centigrade. Fanny Alismes Hesse suggested using agar as a solidifying agent, which was not attacked by most bacteria and melted at 100 degrees centigrade, solidifying at 50 degrees centigrade. Then development of Petri dishes came. Richard Petri devised the Petri dish, a container for holding solidified media, which became an important tool in bacteriology and microbiology. If we study the viral pathogens, Carl Chamberlain constructed a porcelain bacterial filter in 1884, enabling the study of viruses. Dmitry Ivanovsky and Martinus Beijing used Chamberlain's filter to study tobacco mosaic disease, discovering filterable viruses as infection agents smaller than bacteria. After that, immunological revolution came. Discovery in disease resistance. Pasteur and Rock's work on chicken cholera revealed attenuation of bacteria through prolonged incubation intervals. Attenuated cultures injected into chickens conferred resistance without causing disease. Term vaccine coined in honor of Edward Jenner, who used cowpox material against smallpox. Then the vaccine development. Pasteur and Campbell developed an attenuated anthrax vaccine using potassium biochromate treatment and temperature incubation. Rabies vaccine prepared by attenuating the pathogen in rabbits abnormal hosts. Successful vaccination of Joseph Mester against rabies leading to gratuity and the establishment of the Pasteur Institute. After development of the vaccine, antitoxin developed. Emil von Behring and Cesburo Kitaso induced the rabbits to produce antitoxin against diphtheria and tetanus toxins. Antitoxin used effectively in treating diseases. For understanding the immunity, evidence from antitoxin work demonstrated humoral immunity mediated by soluble substances in blood known as antibodies. Elie Metcalf's discovery of phagocytosis highlighted cellular immunity where blood leukocytes engulfed bacteria. Now, different branches of microbiology. Microbiologists find jobs in many places like research and development laboratories of government and private hospitals, research organizations, pharmaceuticals, food, beverages and chemical industries. Universities, research institute and industrial companies employ microbiologists to do basic environmental, healthcare and agriculture research. So, these are the different branches of microbiology. For example, industrial microbiology, dairy microbiology, environment microbiology, food microbiology, agriculture microbiology, medical microbiology, aquatic microbiology, air microbiology, immunology. Now, scope of microbial technology. Scope of microbiology as a modern science. Microbiology is a branch of biology that includes the study of growth, characteristics and various other aspects related to life cycle of microorganism such as protozoa, algae, fungi, bacteria and viruses. In other words, we can say it is the study of microscopic organisms. A person who specializes in the area of microbiology is called as microbiologist. Gene cloning is used in the industrial manufacturing of several medicines including calcitonin, interleukin and insulin. The restriction endonucleases or molecular seizures utilized in genetic engineering are extracted from microbial sources. Microbes produce plasmids, which are tiny circular segments of additional chromosomal self-replicating DNA. These are employed as vectors to transmit genes from one organism to another. For example, Pius C18, PBR 322, etc. One useful bacteria for creating transgenic plant is Agrobacterium tumefacius, that is TI or tumor including plasmids, which are carried by this bacterium can be utilized to insert the required genes into the host plant. microbe research provided support for the latest advancement in genetic engineering and biotechnology. Researchers from several fields realized how beneficial microorganisms may be as experimental models. As a result, microbiology was essential to the advancement of biotechnology. Microbes such as E. coli help in the field of biotechnology. So, these are the major groups of microorganism. The study of virus is called virology, the study of bacteria is called bacteriology, study of fungi is called mycology, where the study of algae is called phycology and study of protozoa is called protozoology. Now, the significance of microbiology in daily life. Microbiology is used and has a big impact on our daily life. Numerous facets of daily life such as the production of food, biodegradation, the creation of commercial goods and the genetic engineering depend on microbiology. The study of microorganisms, morphology, physiology, metabolism, reproduction and the genetics advances and broadens our basic understanding of them. Microbiology encompasses diverse biological disciplines including the natural history of microbes and their interactions with humans and the environment. Interaction studied in microbiology include ecology, genetics, metabolism, infection, disease, chemotherapy, immunology, genetic engineering, industry and agriculture. Applied microbiologists such as doctors and farmers focus on practical application to keep people healthy or increase crop yield. Now, application of microbiology. So, what are the application of microbiology? Industrial fermentation, as we all know, for the production of alcohol, dairy products, antibiotic production, etc. Then the vector as a vehicle for cloning in higher organism such as plant. Then important enzymes such as Taq polymerase, reporter gene for use in other genetic systems. Bacteria can be used for production of protein in industry, different biopolymers such as polyamides, polysaccharides and produced from microorganisms. They are beneficial for biodegradation or bioremediation or domestic agriculture and industrial waste. Recently, it has been proposed that they can be used in cancer therapy also. So, what are the future of the microbiology? Developing novel approaches to fight illness, lessen pollution and feed the world's population are example of upcoming difficulties. Hemorrhagic fever, HIV, AIDS and other infectious illness. Make new medications and vaccination, utilize rDNA and molecular biology methods to solve the issues. Pathogen host interactions, examine how microbes can provide us with wholesome food and other useful goods like industrial enzymes. Decompose hazardous waste and contaminate, utilize as disease treating vectors and to increase agriculture output. So, in the summary we can say the historical significance, the evolution of microbiology from ancient observation to modern molecular biology underscores its fundamentals, foundational role in science and medicine. Broad application, in broad application we can say the microbiology impacts diverse field including healthcare, industry, agriculture and environmental science, driving innovation and improving quality of life. In current challenges, we can say the addressing antimicrobial resistance and exploring the human microbiome represent critical areas of ongoing research and development. Future potential, if we see the microbiology, the advances in synthetic biology and genetic engineering promise to harness microbial capabilities for new therapies, sustainable technologies and deeper biological insights. This is the summary of today's lecture. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the organization of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell structure. There we will discuss about the introduction to cell types, cell size and shape, cell membrane and cell wall, genetic material, nucleus and nucleoid, organelles, ribosome, cytoplasm and cytoskeleton, cell division and reproduction, metabolic pathways and enzymes, flagella and motility, endosymbiotic theory, examples and applications and comparative summary and recent advances and the research. So, these are the reference you go through in these books, the introduction of microbiology by Prescott, then principle of microbiology. Thank you.